Dani Luv, kicking with Dani Luv, healing one day at a time. Settle down, you'll be fine.
Welcome to episode 4 of Love and Laugh with Dani Luv. I'm starting early today because I just got back from Texas doing comedy, and now I got to make some money and stuff. So I'm here early to say, hey, how y'all doing? What up, though? You know, it might be a quick episode, but I want to make sure I'm consistent in doing this episode. And maybe somebody who's actually watching, maybe somebody who's not watching. But either way, this is something that I'm trying to do for my healing. And it helps me heal and it helps you heal, hopefully. I am so happy to see you guys. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a great Monday. I really rushed to get here, so I don't have on any I put my underwear on backwards by mistake, and it's okay. I'm just gonna, push through it during this episode. So this episode is called PTSD, not just for soldiers. I am actually diagnosed with PTSD because I have went through a lot of losses. So that's how I know about so many issues. People think PTSD is just for people who go to war, but people who have been through a lot of stuff usually suffer through PTSD. We already got some comments. Let's see what we got going. Oh, we got the husband. Let's go. So proud of you. Yes, he is out there making money because we went to Texas and it was fun, but it was also a comedy festival. So I did some hosting and I did some comedianating and it was really fun. Before I get into some serious stuff, I want to share with y'all something. And this is funny, okay? It's not embarrassing to me because I don't really get it's hard, but this is funny. So I'm gonna make y'all laugh first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Let's do this.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm not embarrassed, it's alright. Oh, take a look, it's in our book, A Reading Rainbow. I wrote a book, it's a novel, yeah. It's okay, I already have I'm older, so my ankle already hurt, so it actually knocked it back in place. You saw me all like, oh God. No, I want y'all to pay attention to this. I only got 2 books on me, they're $25 a piece. Very juicy. If you read, some of y'all look like y'all read. Y'all read. Have a little book club. Get your $25 book. Only got 2. Yeah. I'm okay, for real, y'all. I'm okay.
Yeah. So I did that. I fell in front of everybody as a host. And it was a good show. Like people were laughing the whole time. I had people laughing. I did my introduction and then realized I ran out of time in the beginning, and it was funny. I was just riffing off of people, which I have never done that before. And then this lady mentioned a book and I was like, oh wait a minute, I forgot to promote my book, and I like left off of that stage like a cartoon character and came back. Oh my gosh, that lady that jumped, that's the funniest part to me. She was like, "Ooh," everybody was like, "Woo," at the same time. You only see that on TV. It was funny to me. Whatever. you would think I'd be embarrassed, but I've been through so much like PTSD that they ain't do nothing for me. So I'm happy that you guys are here at episode 4, PTSD, not just for soldiers, not just for soldiers. If you just
Show now. I'm okay. I'm just showing you.
show you one more time because this is hilarious. I'm giving my book. Yeah. Now all you hear is
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm not embarrassed. It's all right.
yes.
Oh, take a look. It's in our book. A reading rainbow. I wrote a book. It's a novel. Yeah.
Man, that's a mess. My new friend Charity, white lady, she got prescribed. Well, dang, I probably shouldn't say that. Well, somebody helped me and gave me some pills to help my legs after I fell on my face. Oh, fun times, fun times. But yeah, welcome to episode 4, PTSD, not just for soldiers. Yeah. Some of you may not know what PTSD is, post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a mental health condition triggered by experiences or witnessing terrifying, life-threatening, or traumatic events. Symptoms include flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, and avoidance of triggers. It lasts over a month and significantly interferes with daily life, relationships, and work. I was diagnosed with PTSD and I was off of work, and I was seen by some psychiatrists. They were older white men, and even though the doctors diagnosed me with this and the therapist diagnosed me with this, according to them, I did not have PTSD, which was a lie because I'm still struggling and I couldn't go back to work. And so they stopped paying me. So now I just try to figure out ways to make money, and because I don't have it in me to work a regular job. Like after a while I'm losing my mind. If I'm in a cubicle too long or whatever, if I'm somewhere too long, I'm losing it. So I'm trying to figure out other ways, like Uber. When I start feeling the walls close in on me, then I just pull over and I have to stop. So, yes. So PTSD, approximately 6% of the US adult population, roughly 12 million people, will experience PTSD in their lifetime, with about 5% experience it in any given year. While 70% of adults experience at least one traumatic event, most do not develop PTSD. However, about 20% of survivors do, with women twice as likely to be affected as men. This is from the National Center for PTSD. Now, the key causes of PTSD, which is not just for war, common triggers include the number one is combat exposure, natural disasters, accidents, abuse, physical and sexual abuse. And for me, mine is sudden loss. I've lost a lot of people. And then when my brother passed, it was very sudden because he was young, and I didn't expect the doctors not to do their job. So we thought he was going to be coming out of the hospital, but he didn't. So I developed that PTSD. Symptoms of PTSD: you may have recurring or unwanted recollections, which I was having that for a very long time. Nightmares or flashbacks. I kept thinking about the hospital. I can't even drive down Hoover to go past the hospital because it's too much for me. Like I have panic attacks and everything. So I choose not to even go there. It's hard for me to get a regular checkup for myself because of the hospital. So I'm afraid of hospitals, but I'm getting better at going to do the checkup for me. But I'm definitely cannot go down Hoover or go to any hospital that is associated with my brother's passing. So you have flashbacks where the event feels like it's happening again. Avoidance, you have changes in your routine to avoid places, which I did. I still do. I don't go down Hoover. If I get a Uber ride that's going down Hoover, I don't accept it. And if I realize it, then I let them know, like, hey, I can't go down Hoover. We got to go around some kind of way, but I'm not going down Hoover. I can't do it. And we talked about that. I think it was on the second episode. That was actually true about me telling these guys like we have to go a different route because I'm not doing it. We so when you have PTSD, you have avoidance, you change routines to avoid places, people, or thoughts associated with the trauma. Before PTSD, I just avoided certain people because I didn't like their attitude. But now it's because I don't want to be reminded of the trauma. Negative changes in mood and thinking. You have feelings of hopelessness, emotional numbness, memory issues, or detachment from family members. Physical changes. You become easily startled, which is funny. Because I do be easily startled. Like if my husband come home early or something and I'm in the bathroom doing something, he walk in, I'm like, And I was like that before when Curtis was alive too. I feel like I was dealing with PTSD before Curtis, but this time it just kind of made it more relevant in my life because the symptoms became even more intense. You get irritable and you have a hard time sleeping. So I do all of that. Treatment for it would be treatment. A diagnosis is typically made of symptoms that last for more than a month. Those symptoms can appear in months or even years after the event. PTSD is treatable through therapy and medication. So this is why sometimes you have to go to a specific therapist. My therapist, she is an expert at EMDR, which helps you go into yourself and helps you regulate your body. It's a really good technique for people who've been through childhood trauma and people who've been through PTSD. PTSD treatment focuses on reducing symptoms through traumatic focus psychotherapy, such as cognitive processing therapy, prolonged exposure, or EMDR, and medications like SSRIs, which I take both. These therapies are highly effective, usually lasting 8 to 16 sessions over 3 months, aiming to process traumatic memories and change unhelpful beliefs. And this is from the National Center of PTSD. So, the key treatments for PTSD are cognitive processing therapy. It helps identify and challenge unhelpful beliefs stemming from the trauma. Prolonged exposure helps survivors gradually approach trauma related memories and situations, reducing avoidance, which is funny because my therapist tried that with me and my body, it might be the strong Black woman in me because I was like, I'm not doing that. She's like, you should probably just ride past the hospital and see how it makes you feel. I can't because when I ride past Hoover, I know how that makes me feel. So to go all the way down the mulberry bush to the hospital, no, I'm straight. But I don't know. I try to follow my therapist's treatment plans and do what she tell me to do, but my body just will not let me do it. Thank you, husband. Yes, a strong Black woman to my detriment because I'm like, I'm not doing that, and I want to get better, but the idea of doing that scares me and it gives me PTSD just thinking about it. Another treatment is eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, which I already talked about that. That's processing, that's EMDR, processing memories using bilateral stimulation like eye movements. Then there's narrative exposure therapy, which focuses on creating a chronological narrative of one's life, often used for multiple traumas. Then there's the medications, SSRI, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, all that stuff. And Zoloft is very good for that. I'm not telling y'all that's what I take, but it is. And so is Wellbutrin. I'm not telling you that's what I take, but I know personally that that stuff is good because I honestly would not be on here or as far as I am if it wasn't for therapy, Jesus, and medication. Okay. Other approaches you can use, you can do group therapy, family therapy, and things that we talked about on the last episode: mindfulness, yoga, self-care, focus, do what you got to do, breathe, do the box breathing. You can do that every day. Have y'all been doing that? I hope y'all have. If you haven't, then start doing the box breathing. That really helps a lot. um Now, some medications do give you side effects like nausea, dizziness, insomnia, sexual dysfunction, leaky booty. Like sometimes I get diarrhea and it's not good. But I would rather have diarrhea than me crying every day. Like I gotta pick something, and if I gotta pick diarrhea, that sounds like a drink. If I gotta pick diarrhea, sound like somebody's name. Then I'm gonna pick diarrhea because I don't like crying every day. I just don't. It's not fun. It's very annoying. Yeah, leaky booty, and it happens at the most weirdest times. Like when we was coming back from the airport, I had the leaky booty, and I was on the plane just holding it all in, trying to focus on sleep because you got to do what you got to do. See, and I don't know what this means. Nagama ga obaki erect. I don't know what that means, but that's what I wanted to say when I had the leaky booty. Because when you're at the airport, you don't want to embarrass yourself. So I kind of built a stronger what do you call it? Bladder, because I can hold that boo boo inside without boobering on myself. But I'm not gonna keep testing it. But I'm just saying sometimes it happens at the wrong times. It's like I'm on a plane. Why I gotta get diarrhea now? But it's either diarrhea or I'm cussing somebody out. Diarrhea or I'm crying. Diarrhea or I'm about to jump on top of the plane and jump off the plane and hurt myself. So I had to pick something. And so I choose leaky butt. Choose the leaky booty, y'all. That's what I choose. So this is really a huge, really quick thing because I do really have to get back to work. And it's my friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Carol. We want to be able to get her a card. We got Uber for a card. So let me know if y'all got any questions because we're gonna get to the next segment. And that's gonna be the last segment, which is it's gonna be quick. But let me know if y'all have any questions about PTSD, or anything like that. And does any of this resonate with you? Does this make sense? Does it resonate with you? Is it like, dang, maybe I do have PTSD? If you feel like you have PTSD, then maybe contact a therapist. I told you how to do that. Look at the back of your insurance card. You can contact I think it's 211. You can also contact 988. That's the number for suicide prevention, but also they should be able to give you some kind of help, you know. So I want to be able to help y'all. So let me know if y'all have any questions. But now it is time. Grief is ghetto. Give me a second, y'all. This is ghetto within itself. How you put this wig on? I think it's this way. I don't know too much about wigs. I'm about to do the. Here we go. All right, y'all can see me. I thought y'all couldn't see me, but y'all can. Y'all can see me. It is time for Grief is Ghetto. Yeah, I'm ghetto right now. Grief is ghetto. We want to put stuff around here. Look like it's ghetto around here. Look like it's ghetto. Grief is ghetto. Okay. So this is episode 3 of Grief is Ghetto. I started thinking about the time that I sat in my brother's pee because he didn't clean the toilet. You would hear, oh, dang it on the string. You would hear that when I was sitting in his pee. I fussed about the toilet day in and day out. We had box springs and covers then. That was before grief became ghetto. I remember we used to have toilet paper. We used to have paper towel. We used to have a bed. And we used to have paper towel. But now we don't because I'm too sad to get out the bed and go get some paper towel. So now I use paper without the towel. And it's hard on my tushy. Those corners, they really cut deep. Like it's like wiping your booty with scissors. Or like a razor blade that go underneath your tongue and you pull it out because you're about to fight. So yeah, I only use the sections though of the paper with Trump's name in it. Because I don't want to waste over the good cartoon part. I miss paper towel. Now I just wipe with whatever. I use my hand and I put it on my clothes, on my naked body, or the side of the bed. That's how grief is ghetto. Anyway, the warden stood over my twin mattress and told me that I was wrong for scaring that random lady. I said, wait, I'm in jail? She said, no. I said, what? Well, what are we talking about? She said, oh, they just called me warden at the shelter. I heard you had PTSD and depression. I said, is that why I'm at a homeless shelter? He said, she said, this is not that type of shelter. It's a psych ward. Now, I had questions because I was confused as a confusion. Why does it smell like bologna and doo-doo if it's not a shelter? She never answered that question. She just disappeared and floated on her side of the room. Maybe she isn't a doctor. Maybe she's a patient like me. If I'm not homeless, then why won't y'all let me go home? Stay tuned for another episode of Grief is Ghetto. All right, y'all. That was it. That was stupid. Again, dumb. Very dumb. Very dumb. Yeah. Oh. He said this is ghetto. Hey, that's what happened. That's what grief will do to you. You won't get out the bed. You be like, I'm not getting out this bed today. I'm just gonna use what I got. Oh, I got a hand. Okay, let me just take this knot off and put it on the side of the bed and call it a day. Yes, happy birthday to Carol. We're about to go celebrate with her. It is 12:30. I was on here for 25 minutes. If I ain't got no more questions, then I guess that's it. I pray that you guys are having a great week. Fun times. I guess I can end on, since some of y'all didn't see it, I guess I can end on the embarrassment and show you.
It's okay, I already have my, I'm older, so my ankle already hurts.
Here we go.
I'm not embarrassed, it's alright.
Oh.
Oh! Take a look, it's in our book, a reading rainbow.
Speaking of books, y'all can go to my website, order your book at lovelies.com. Some people probably don't want to read after that, but it is what it is. Maybe if you read, you won't be walking and falling on your butt like I did. So yeah, going on to lovelies.com and take a look. It's in the book. Yeah. I can't believe I did that, y'all. I cannot believe I did that. But that's why you got to love and laugh at yourself. I hope you guys have fun. I thank y'all so much for tuning in with Dani Luv. We're about to be up out. Peace to the out.
You don't know what to do. Come and take a seat, my friend. Kick it with Dani Luv. Kick it with Dani Luv. Kick it with Dani Luv. Healing one.